Hi friends from YouTube, this is Wife from the Lopez Garden, and I just wanted to share with you, today's July the 15th, and around July the 6th, I decided to germinate and plant some dragon fruit seeds, and these are the ones that I planted directly in soil. I really didn't dig them inside, like I didn't do holes and put them in. I just placed the seeds with some water superficially. I was using a spoon with some water, and therefore that was the way I pour the seeds here. And though you can see more a growth in the ones that are in the napkin, which I'll show you in a bit, I was very excited that the ones in the soil are growing. As you can remember from previous videos, I had tried this before, and this was the soil that was already prepared for the previous ones. I think they didn't grow because I was a little too rough on the transplantation, and I did put them in the sun. You're supposed to leave them in partial shade, not direct sun, because they're, you know, going through the shock. And I guess I was so excited that I forgot those things, so I guess that happens. Anyways, so I decided to do it again because I really like this fruit and I like the plant itself, and the fruit is very beneficial. So I decided to do an experiment, and I did the ones in the napkin method directly, and this one's directly in the soil to see the difference. And as you can see, there's little green, well, not thingies, there's little green stems growing. So they're dispersed. I mean, at the beginning I thought I saw a couple of them, but as I go through the soil, here's one, there's another, here's another, you know, all around. Here's another here, you know, so they're growing. There's the one there and one here, so they're growing all over the place. Maybe the video doesn't show them that well, but if you really check it out, you can actually see. No, that's not helping. But when you saw it like that for a bit, if it was at ground level, you could see the growth, because you see the little sticks coming out, and they're all over the place. So from above, it doesn't look like that much, but from the side you can see all the little stems coming out. So let me see if I can get a better shot. So for example, there you can see the little white coming out. You can even see the seeds right here. Those are like a set of 3 seeds, and you see the little white coming out there, and the little hairy roots. That's how the roots look, like a little hairy fluffy thing coming out of there. And so those should be touching the soil, but they do turn around, and I have them all over the place, you can see. So there's quite a few here. I didn't realize how many I did actually plant because I was just grabbing the spoon and just swapping it from side to side with the water, and the seeds dropping by. So I was trying to make rows and so forth. So yeah, but you see, they're growing, so that's very good, because that's probably been, what, about 9 days, and that's the growth in here. So hopefully, I do water. I have to tell you guys, I water this every 3 days. Not that often because this soil is pretty moist. With the other ones in the napkin, I do have to be careful because they can easily get dry and they're gone. So these need to be watered often, but I kept them inside a Ziploc bag. As you can see, here's the droplets of the water as it was getting condensed, you know, like their artificial rain. And the soil was already prepared with worm castings and so forth. So yep, they're growing, so I'm very excited about that. So we'll see how long it takes for them to really take off. So let me show you now the ones in the napkin method. So real quick, I wanted to show you guys, I did mention that my husband put some worm casting in the soil, and it's in a good soil. It's really black and everything. So I was moving some of these seedlings with a toothpick because some of them were just cramming up together, and look what I found. This is a worm, which is really cool because, you know, that's gonna be giving nutrients to my soil and my seedlings. So that was interesting. I kind of freaked out at the beginning because I was moving them around and there were pieces moving in the soil, and I just couldn't, you know, avoid thinking of a horror movie like Tremors or something like that. I was like, oh no, mini Tremors, what the hell? Yeah. But yeah, those are worms. So I'll show you the other seedlings. But yeah, there's wormies in my dragon fruit. So here we have the ones that have been growing on the napkin method. And you know what? I love these containers because they give enough space. These are containers of, you know, when you go to certain grocery stores and you buy food that's already prepared, that's supposed to be fresh. Sometimes they have it on sale because since it doesn't have preservatives and all that stuff, well, it goes bad when it needs to go bad. So before it loses its freshness, they sell it a little bit cheaper. And sometimes, well, with the economy, we do take advantage of that. Not all the time. Most of the times we like to make our own food. But when we do, sometimes they have these nice trays, and they're really hard. Plastic is really sturdy. So that's why I like them, and usually that's when I keep them, so I can try to grow something. See, it's like 2 trays together, and so I have dragon fruit seedlings growing there. So let's open the box because I need to check the humidity level, and I'll show you how they're doing so far. So as you can see, some of them have already sprouted, some are not. They're really interesting. Sometimes they sprout the other way around. Instead of the roots coming out first, it's the part where the leaf would come out, and that's what grows first. See, like in that case, you know, the part of the leaf is coming out first, and in others it's the root, like in that one. The root came out first, so you can still see part of the seed cover in the top of the leaf, and someone like that. So some have grown, some haven't, some are taller than the others. So here we have the other side. And this is still humid, so I'm just gonna wet it a little more because some of them in the base are getting yellowish. See? And I don't like that because last time that's how I noticed that some of them started dying when I transplanted them. They didn't make it because they were dry in there. So, and it's so easy. After you water your little seedlings, you just put them inside the plastic bag. The container protects them from the plastic falling down on them and gives them some space to grow, at least for a while until they're more stable. And so yeah, I love this container because it gives that much space, and there you can see my little seedlings growing. So thank you for watching.